Okay, we are going over question 2 on the Big Ideas lesson 11.3. And so we are going to be going over how many inches are in 8 yards. So again, this is like a 2-step problem. So we have to go from yards to feet and then feet to inches. So we have a lot of multiplication to do because we are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. And we can see that. We can see that because we are going from yards to inches, which means we are going to be multiplying something. So I'm going to start out with yards, and then we've got to go to feet, and then we have to go to inches. And so we have to identify how many yards or how many feet are in yards and how many inches are in feet. So who can tell me again how many inches are in a foot?
12.
12. Good, Kim. Good. And who can tell me how many feet are in a yard?
3.
Good. 3. So we know that there are, no, I wish I could move things around, but it's not being as lovely as I want it to be. Oh, there we go. It's going to be a little hidden, but we'll deal with that later. Okay. So we know there are 12 inches in a foot and 3 feet in a yard. So we're going to have to use all of that information to help us with this problem. So first, we need to multiply the number of yards by the number of yards of, I'm sorry, by the number of feet in 1 yard. So how many yards did we start out with here? How many yards did we start out right here? How many is this, guys? My cursor is circling around the number.
8.
What number is that, Turtle? What is it?
8.
8, right? So we started out with 8. So we're going to take those 8 yards. Oops. We're going to take those 8 yards. And what are we going to multiply it by? How many yards are in one, or how many feet are in 1 yard? So look
3.
up at 3, right? So we're going to multiply it by those 3 feet. So we're not to inches yet. Remember, we're trying to get to inches. So 8 yards times 3 feet is equal to what?
20.
Emiliano, what's 8 times 3?
8 times 3 equals it equals 27.
Count again. That's 8
24.
times. Yes, 24. So we have 8 times 3, which is 24 feet. But we are in feet, not inches. So do we have to do more? Yeah, we have to keep going because we are only in feet. We're not in inches yet. So again, like I said, this is a 2-step problem. So first we multiplied the number of yards by the number of feet in 1 yard. So we have the 8 yards we started with multiplied by those 3 feet, the 3 feet that were in 1 yard. So we got 24 feet. But now, next, we need to multiply 24 feet by the number of inches in 1 foot. So how many inches are in 1 foot? Again, we can look up here. Turtle, how many inches are in a foot? What does that say right here?
12.
Yeah, 12. There are 12 inches in 1 foot, which means we need to multiply the 24 feet that we have. And in order to turn 24 feet into inches, we have to multiply it by the number of inches in 1 foot, which is 12. So now we've got to do 24 feet times 12 inches, because that's how many inches are in 1 foot. And now this is a multi-step, a double digit, 2 by 2 digit multiplication. So that's where we need to do our math. Now, who has a paper and pencil in front of them? Does anybody? Anybody? You're fine. Can you guys all go get a piece of paper and do 24 by 12 for me? Can you guys do 24 times 12 for me? I know you guys know how to do double digit multiplication. Kimberly, you're not leaving me forever, are you? Are you guys going to get papers and pencils so you can do the math? I hope so. I want this to go away. Go away, Ad. Oh, whoa, whoa. Ah. Okay, it like went crazy on me. Oh no, no, it like moved. Undo. How do we undo that? What is happening? Oh my gosh, guys, it just got really tiny and I don't know why. Okay, Kimberly, do you have paper and a pencil? Turtle, you too? Are you doing 24 times 12? Emiliano, are you doing it? I don't know why, but it won't let me. Oh, that's for a shape. I want to select, maybe I can do a pointer. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, it won't let me select all of this. It won't let me. I'm trying to like select everything. Oh, there we go. Now can I move it? Ah! No, select all of it. No. This thing does not like me. Sorry, guys. I'm having trouble right now. No. All right, who has 12 times 24? Did you guys finish it yet? Okay, Turtle, what'd you get?
208.
208. Okay. Well, since my whole entire board is like totally messed up now, I'm really mad about it. But I can do it later. Yes, so let's double check it. So we're gonna do our own math. So we've got 24 times 12. And as we go, we're gonna check to see if you said 208, Turtle?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna check to see if your answer is correct. So that's what Turtle got. So 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 2, 4. Putting down that 0 because we're moving from our ones place to our tens place. 1 times 4. And then 1 times 2. Turtle, do you see if you made a mistake?
Oh.
What'd you make a mistake on?
I think I left the 8 out.
Oh, okay. So double check your works, compare it to what I did, and then see where you went wrong so that you know what mistake you made. But it looks like you got the 8 in the ones place correct, but 4 plus 4 is 8. So we should have 88. So there should be a 10 in that, or sorry, there should be an 8 in that tens place and then a 2 in the hundreds place. So what should our answer be?
288.
288. So I'm going to stop sharing. Kimberly, go ahead and pull up your big ideas screen. And then you can go ahead and put in your answer, 288 inches. Perfect. I don't really know how you get rid of that thing. How do you get rid of that? Okay. All right. This is miles to feet. So this one is much bigger. I actually didn't realize this one was in there. This is going to be really, really hard. It's going to be more difficult. This is also a two-step problem. So, well, we need to use our conversion chart again. We need to take a look at how many feet or how many yards are in a mile and how many feet are in yards. So we are going to do all of that conversion again. So I am going to, so this is 2 miles equals how many feet? So let's go back to this. I am going to clear the entire board and I'm going to type this back out without minimizing it again. Make that pretty large. Good. Okay. So we are going to have 2, oops, what just happened? Okay, 2 miles equals how many feet? So let's go from, so we need to go from miles. What comes after miles? What is after that? Let's take a look at this chart. So here's miles. Can you guys see this? Am I sharing my screen?
No.
Oh, man, sorry. Okay. And share. Okay. So in this chart, how many yards are in a mile? What does that number say right there?
Wait, what?
So we need to figure out how many yards are in a mile. So I'm going to look at this customary conversion chart and I'm going to look at how many yards are in a mile. And what does this number say right here?
1,760.
Yes, 1,760. So that means there are 1,760 yards in 1 mile. Now, this is the reason customary system is much harder to convert than the metric system. In the metric system, all you're doing is multiplying by 10, 100, or 1,000. Our customary system, which is the system we use here in the US, is much more difficult to convert between because look at these numbers. I'm not just multiplying by 10 or 100. I'm either multiplying by 12 or I'm multiplying by 3 or I'm multiplying or dividing by 1,760. So it's not easy and it's something that you have to eventually memorize. But it is not hard if we have something to look at and reference, which is why I gave you guys this chart. So using this chart, we know that there are 1,760 yards in a mile. So we're going to go back to our whiteboard and we know we're going to go from yards to miles. And we know that there are 1,760 yards in 1 mile. Okay, so we know that from going to yards to miles, we know that there's 1,760 yards in a mile. I wonder if I use my mouse, if it's gonna be better. Okay, so then next, we have to go to yards and we have to turn those yards into feet. So in order to do that, we need to figure out how many feet are in a yard. And who remembers how many feet are in a yard?
3.
3, right? So I know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. And I can see that on this chart as well. In a yard is equal to 3 feet because I'm going to be either multiplying or dividing by 3 when I go from feet to yards or yards to feet. So since I'm going from larger units to smaller units, I'm multiplying. And so I go back to my work here on the whiteboard, and I'm going to be turning miles into feet. So again, taking a larger unit and turning it into a smaller unit, which means I'm going to be multiplying. So first, we need to multiply 2 miles by the number of yards in 1 mile. And we figured that out. That was 1,760 yards in 1 mile. So we're going to be doing 2 times 1,760 yards, which is going to equal what? Who can do that math for me? We're going to do it on your paper. 1,760 times 2. Kimberly, you got it already? What'd you get?
3,520.
3,520. Let's see, Emiliano, Turtle, do you guys agree with that? Emiliano, are you there? I don't know if you can hear me. Emiliano, are you there? Whatever. Turtle, did you do this question yet? Yeah? Do you agree with Kimmy's answer?
I got 2,520.
Okay, so let's check our work. So I got 0 here. 6 times 2 is 12. So 2 carry a 1. And then 2 times 7 is 14. And 14 plus 1 is 15. So I agree with the 5. And then I carry a 1. And I think, Turtle, the mistake that you made was that you didn't add in the 1 that you carried. So you would get a 2 here, but you didn't add that 1 that you carried. So I think that's where you made your mistake. But Kimberly is correct. The answer is 3,520. So we're not done yet, though. We are going to need to, why does it keep doing that? I'm never going to do that again. We are going to continue by doing the next step, which is we are going to now multiply the 3,520 yards by the number of feet in a yard, which Kimberly told us was 3. So we are going to, I'm going to select this again. I'm going to select all of this and copy it. Will it let me? Okay, I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go to the next page. Go away. I just want another page. Ugh, okay, hold on. Hold, please. Okay, so now I'm going to, sorry, I'm not even gonna try to do that because it's not letting me. I'll figure it out later. But now we need to, next, we need to multiply 3,520 yards by the number of feet in 1 yard, which was 3. So now we need to do,
Division?
no, nope, we're still multiplying. So, because we have to continue multiplying until we turn the miles into feet. But since we've only gone from miles to yards, now we have to go from yards to feet. So we multiplied by 1,760, but now we have to multiply that answer, which was 3,520, which was the answer from our last part. We have to multiply those yards by the number of feet that are in a yard. And since we're going from yards to feet now, because this is going to be our last step, we're going to multiply that by 3. So that's going to be multiplied by 3 feet to tell us how many feet are in a mile. So now we have to do some more math. We have to do 3,520 multiplied by 3. So since I'm not going to be able to do that right here, I don't think it's going to let me. 3,520 multiplied by 3. Emiliano, are you there or not?
Yes.
Okay. Can you do 3,520 multiplied by 3 for me? Go ahead and do it out loud for me. Tell me what to multiply and I'll do the math.
0 times 3 equals 0.
Yep.
2 times 3 equals 6.
Oh, 3 times 2 equals 6. Yep.
5 times 3 equals 15.
So 5, carry a 1, and then 3 times 3
equals 9.
Equals 9. And then we have to add that 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So our final answer, you guys, our final answer is 10,560 feet. That would be our final answer here. We went from miles to feet. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can put our answer in there. So we figured out that it was 10,560 feet in 2 miles. So that is our final answer. So that was definitely a multi-step problem, definitely something that's gonna take some time to do. So nice job on that. All right. Stop sharing. I'm